In today's video, we're going to be talking about high quality cases for your iPhone. Whether you're looking for one for your iPhone 16 Pro or you're just trying to refresh an existing one. This is David with Side of Tech, your casual nerd. Let's go ahead and check it out. So real quick, you guys, I want to talk about the iPhone model that I got this year. It's the iPhone 16 Pro Max in the black titanium. And after watching Zach's durability test over at Jerry Rig Everything, I've come to the conclusion that the titanium is pretty decent at scratch resistance, especially to everyday items like keys, but not necessarily anything sharper than that really. So let's say you have a pocket knife for like your EDC and for some reason it opens up in your pocket. Yeah, your phone's gonna take a nice little scratch over on the sides here. But in reality, how many times are you gonna have an open knife in your pocket? It just doesn't really make too much sense to me. But yeah, with all of our phone cases, our back will be protected. Most of our sidewalls will be protected. So that brings us to our very first case, the Apple Silicone case. This one's in the stone gray color and is basically Apple's only first party case that they offer. They did away with the fine woven cases, which I think was much deserved. It starts off at $49, same thing as every single year, prone to fingerprints, prone to dust. The inside is a nice microfiber material, one of the nicest ones out there on the market. This is basically the bare minimum quality that we should expect in all kinds of cases. But with that being said, the iPhone 16 lineup this year introduced a brand new button, the camera control. So the camera control buttons on most cases that are released nowadays is a very interesting thing. Everyone seems to omit this kind of coverage that the Apple Silicone cases have. They either just make it an open slot or they make a direct cutout around the button. In a bit, I'm going to show you guys why I don't necessarily like the camera control button to be covered up like this, but I want to go ahead and move on to the fitment of this case on the phone. And this snaps on with, of course, the MagSafe symbol that pops up. And as expected, it just fits perfectly. It doesn't feel like the phone is slipping off. Testing out the MagSafe with this Anchor wireless charger, it snaps on perfectly, starts charging right away, and if we kind of wiggle this around, the magnet is decently strong. Yeah, that didn't move at all. But my one gripe and why I just started to hate cases that cover the camera control button, this button just is so easy to press. It's especially noticeable when you're going to pick up your phone from a desk. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I pick up my phone case, I'm usually picking it up by these corners right here. I press this thing all the time. But as you guys will see in the later cases, I tend to go for cases with a lip or a cutout. So all in all, the Apple Silicone case is a really solid case for your iPhone and probably should be the very first case that you buy for it. This is baseline, and every single one of the cases afterwards, they all have to meet these expectations, especially our next one. This is basically the Apple Silicone case on steroids. So with all the new added features, that does come at a price because this case is going for $79. So for one, we have an integrated kickstand, which I use all the time whenever using this case. And this is so nifty whenever you're like on your lunch break and you're eating, use this kickstand and everything's good to go. It does have a magnetic closure. And the next thing, as you guys can see, this case does come with a finger loop in the back, and it's really nifty whenever you need to one-hand your phone, and especially with the bigger phone like the iPhone 16 Pro Max like I have. And another cool thing is that this supports wireless charging even with the finger loop, so that is perfect. But now let's talk about the crowning feature. That is the magnets on the back. It allows you to do so many things. For instance, I like to cook in my kitchen. I do have my refrigerator on the side. These magnets just grip onto that fridge for dear life. You can play music, you can select songs, you can scroll through Instagram or text somebody. It just makes it so simple. And another cool thing, whenever you do order the Elite case, this packaging that doubles as a screen protector installer, and it does come with a screen protector. And lastly, the feature, you can change these accented colors all around the phone case itself. It actually originally came in black, so I replaced those and I added a little bit of accent colors, and they do have a lot of colors to select from. And let's not forget the camera control coverage on this case. So this one is an actual cutout, and I like the bare feel of the camera control because you could really feel the haptic feedback. And speaking of which, let's just put this on. The fitment on here is really nice. And now let's test the MagSafe capability of the phone case. Started charging, the wiggle test, there is no movement at all because of all those magnets on the back of this case. And it's funny because I do find myself using this one if I ever need to go out like hiking or something like that. Solid magnets, solid grip, actual features that you'll take advantage of on a daily basis. With the inclusion of that screen protector, I think it's a really good deal. So the model that I have here, this is called the Armor Air. This one is called the Aurora, and this one is called the Passion Green, which I really do like this one a lot. The Aurora one goes for $49.99, and then the Passion Green one goes for $52.99, so a little bit extra. Let's talk about the build and the quality of the materials. We're talking about aramid fiber here, but specifically, this is an officially licensed product by Kevlar. But the good thing to note is that Kevlar is the exact same thing as aramid fiber. So these cases, they're nice and rigid. They don't really flex too much, but a cool thing is that they do have precise cutouts for the bottom, just not on the sides, which is kind of unfortunate. But again, this is not a problem original to Benks. It's a problem with all aramid fiber cases. And I also want to say that the wobble on this case is so bad. Yeah, like look at this camera bump, it's huge. But the good thing is that with it being an aramid fiber case, it feels so nice and feels so premium. These kinds of cases, they have very slim protection on the side, so you have to look out for the camera control button and accidentally pressing it. This specifically does not have a very big lip around it to protect you from pressing that button. But with all that said, let's put this onto our iPhone. And it's a satisfying snap. So with it being very slim and very tight to the phone, it's almost like you're rocking this phone naked. And then we have our cutouts here on the side, camera control cutouts. It does have a decent lip, but it's not enough protection to prevent you from picking this up and then pressing that button. Okay, so let's go ahead and cover the MagSafe on this case. And it snaps on, it starts charging right away. It's not going anywhere. So far all of our cases have had really great magnets, and this case is included. All in all, both of these colorways are really nice. It's all dependent on what you guys like. And if you're into that minimal protection like I am and the look of the aramid fiber, these guys are for you. And also some people might like that this is an officially licensed Kevlar product, so there's that too. Man, the one thing about filming this video is just you gotta remove all these cases like all the time, but anything for you guys. Now we're gonna move on to the OG aramid fiber cases, and I love Pitaka so much. They're one of my favorite case companies, and I get them every single year. The only thing about Pitaka is that their naming conventions are just freaking wild. So this one specifically is called a Mag Easy Case Tactile Woven in Moonrise. So that's the colorway, Moonrise. And this one specifically is called a Mag Easy Case Pro 4 military grade protective case in Sunset. This one is a little bit more expensive at $59.99, and then this one is going for $79.99. The Mag Easy Case 6 here is very similar. It almost feels like the exact same case. So I don't want to talk about this one too much. What I really want to talk about is the Pro version of it. So you have full coverage protection, except again for that camera control, you have the cutout, and also you have very nice microfiber on the inside. And one of my favorite build features are the metal buttons, so you have nice tactile feel whenever you do press the buttons. I'm also a huge fan of this colorway because it's kind of like a red tone, but then you have that nice, like really reflective gold accent, so I really do like this on this case. If we snap this onto our iPhone 16, the fitment is super nice. The one thing about this though is that it doesn't really have a major lip on the outside, and especially with the screen protector like I have, I basically have no lip to place this down on a table. The camera control button is nice to use. Okay, so let's move on to the MagSafe capability. A good thing to know is that Pitaka, they were not well known for their magnets. I was really disappointed with their previous iteration of this case. They have solved that. The magnet sticks on, it starts charging, the magnet is just solid. So I don't know what they did. They're probably using stronger magnets by getting all that criticism last year. So all in all, if you do want an aramid fiber case that has full protection, they do have other colorways though, which is good. But in terms of aramid fiber cases that look like this and are more minimal, it really just depends on what you guys like. So you really just can't go wrong with whatever choice that you make. There is no leather case option from Apple this year, we have to go third party. Now, there are some leather case companies out there that make decent cases, but one of my very favorite ones is from Andar. So this one is the Aspen leather case, and it's full grain leather, so it's the top quality. It feels really nice and slick to the touch. It just feels so premium. Even smells good. And speaking of the quality of the materials, we have metal buttons. It gives you a sense of just tactility whenever you use your phone. So it's good that we do have a cutout here. And this one is a full cutout, so there's no protection lip on this side. Also, if you opted for the black titanium iPhone like how I did this year, this together is just a killer combo. It's a complete blackout of the phone. Fitment again is just perfect. It wraps around the case. You have a nice lip around, and it's such a good value at $55. But anyways, let me stop gushing about it. Let's test the MagSafe strength, and snaps on right away, starts charging right away. It's not moving. So in conclusion with this one, since there isn't any other leather option from Apple this year, really your only option is going third party, and I think that Andar makes one of the best ones that are out there. It has the looks, the function, and most importantly, it has the value. This is a great option if you want to go for a leather case this year. Instead of bottlenecking my mind onto one kind of fixation, I just opened it up a little bit. And it's funny because I never really enjoyed slimmer cases before, but now this year I really enjoy them. So if you guys are like me and thinking that I don't want a case without camera control protection, I really do hope that this video kind of convinces you guys that it's not the end of the world. You can take this personal lesson that I learned from myself, and you don't have to lose out on any of the great cases that are coming out this year. But at the end of the day, the decision is yours, and it's whatever you want to do. But just remember, it's a phone. Use it. Watch this next video if you're interested on my very first impression on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Thank you so much for watching. This is David serving you a little side of tech, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you guys.